Coca accused me something about 18 minutes ago as we were preparing for today's final show of the week, as we are already midway through August. And he said to me that you really do favor or carry the water for or are something with MLB. Ironic after we did something about what the commissioner said vis-a-vis the Minnesota Twins yesterday and the reaction I got from many people in Cooperstown. But let's pretend that none of that happened and that I am here to tell you that I am all about MLB. You're only right in one instance, Coca. I am all about what MLB is trying to do with its broadcast rights because I want them to show ESPN that walking away from the 550, where ESPN said, hey, that's too rich for our blood, that's a bad deal, all of that poppycock, I want MLB to look ESPN straight in the face and say, see you later. Not only do we not want to deal with a declining platform, but we are going to get more than 550. Am I rooting for that? You bet your sweet bippy I am. But what's the reality? According to sources, according to people at The Athletic, Andrew Marchand, ESPN is going to be involved in the new package that MLB is doing. But the good news is that ESPN is not going to be exclusive. They're going to be a little cog in the wheel. So it's like MLB came close, but Jimmy Pitaro had a panic attack and said, wait a minute. Baseball has all this content during the summer when nothing else is doing, WNBA notwithstanding. What are we going to do? We can't have nothing from post-NBA finals to when the NFL preseason games start. Oh, yeah, I don't mean NFL preseason. Who cares? Wait a minute. Everybody cares. It outdraws everything. NFL, there's a window in between. We got to get content. We got to get highlights. We have to have stuff to show our people who are paying $29.99 a month for our new app. So does it make sense to you that the rumors are out that no deals have been finalized, but it looks like NBC, Peacock, and Apple TV are going to be taking over Sunday Night Baseball, one of those two? ESPN may add a weekday game and some digital presence. Whenever you read that a network's going to have a digital presence, just know what that means. That's their ESPN digital, like used to be in your thought, maybe ESPN Plus. Now it's ESPN, which is the DTC app. Direct to consumer, that's a digital presence. That means they're buying highlights, the right to show highlights. Is it possible that Netflix will end up being the home of the home run derby? Of course, that makes perfect sense if you're MLB and if you're Netflix. Netflix, they love their events. Home run derby, it is the event of the summer. Now, it's possible that Paramount will have some events now that they've got UFC, although there'll still be some pay-per-view. Or is it possible that something else will happen or Roger Goodell will wake up tomorrow and say, I've got an idea. I want to own the summer too. We're going to spread our 18 weeks out and we're going to have a football game on July 4th. Who knows with Roger Goodell? He's always trying for more, always looking for more. But in the meantime, the home run derby is a big one. Now, all these deals that MLB is doing, keep in mind when you read them, they're all going to be 3-year deals. The reason is that MLB wants every deal they have to expire in time for them to redo all of the national deals, including the ones they have currently with Fox, including the one they have currently with Turner. They want everything to expire at the same time. So the thought is that for 2029, once there is a new labor agreement, which there will be by 29, I promise, and once there's sort of been a settling, maybe after the 28 Olympics, wink, wink, there'll be a whole lot of excitement for huge, like NBA type deals where MLB owners can finally get their piece of the broadcast pie that they think that, and they do deserve. The reason why it is so interesting to me is that the reward of this strategy is off the charts. The risk of this strategy definitionally is greater than when you stagger your expirations. In business, you'd always be wiser to stagger expirations of employee contracts, of supplier contracts, of sales contracts, anywhere along your supply chain, because if everything expires at once, you're at risk that if you don't get something done, then all of a sudden you have no way to plug the hole because you're just screwed because you have so many things that you have to do. That's the risk. That's the reason why you don't want to negotiate with every one of your employees because they all expire the same day. You want to take it over time each year. Very normal. The risk and reward calculation of having your broadcast deals up is you feel you've got the leverage. If you've got the leverage and you have everything expire at once, you get to go out to the market with everything and extract way more money in counterparts because that's what MLB's deal will be in 29. It's not going to be just with Netflix, just with Apple, just with Peacock. It's going to be spread around all the networks the way the NBA is and the way the NFL is. But when you have everything to sell, the theory is you'll have everything to gain. I'm in. I love the leagues do that because they've got leverage. They've got the live content. They have the opportunity to make the most money that they can by doing it this way. Very smart of MLB to do it. So in order to do it, they've got to take this ESPN package that disappeared, Home Run Derby, a bunch of playoff games, Sunday night games, and they have to bifurcate it, sell it to different platforms, keep everyone on the hook for after 2028. And then when they're so excited that they've got baseball and they've got the Home Run Derby and Netflix is showing it all over the world, et cetera, by the way, don't be surprised if when Netflix gets the Home Run Derby, no matter whether the All-Star game happens or doesn't happen in 2028 with the Olympics, if we'll talk about that another moment, but with the Olympics, there could be a question about will there be an All-Star game, et cetera. But you can bet that Netflix is going to acquire the worldwide rights to the Home Run Derby, and you can bet that you are going to see a Japanese player in the Home Run Derby. Will it be Shohei Ohtani? Will there be a deal cut for Shohei Ohtani to appear in a Home Run Derby before 2029? That would be super interesting to Netflix, would it not? Netflix Japan is no small entity. Assuming Netflix Europe, Japan, every Asia, assuming they are all part of this Netflix Home Run Derby possible deal, it would come with what drives traffic. So it's a complicated thing when you're negotiating. That's why we talked about the timelines yesterday, Coca, where the commissioner said by the All-Star break, and it wasn't going to happen. The reality is that it takes time when you're putting together different pieces to a puzzle. But if anyone can do a puzzle, Coca, it is Noah Garden and MLB. And we are certainly seeing the breadcrumbs that are going to lead to the announcement that are going to make me happy and that are going to make you dream of the days that you just had cable television.